Good evening. It's the final night then of the Aquatics GB Swimming Championships, and we've had a fantastic week of action. We don't want it to end, but we do want you to get involved this evening. All you got to do is scan the QR code, download the Aquatics GB Fantasy app. There we go. It's on the screen right now. Get your phones out, give it a scan. You can pick your winners. You can pick some prizes, earn some points, get on the leaderboard, and we'd love to see how good your knowledge is of the swimming this evening. Right, we've got a really, really exciting show for you tonight. I'm joined alongside two head coaches at Aquatics GB, Steve Tigg and Rob Aubrey. Steve, the head coach of the swimming side, and Rob of the para-swimming side. Now, the swimmers, all of them, have got their own coaches. So tell me, what is the role of the head coach? Steve, I'm going to come to you first.
It's an excellent question. And it's one I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, in the main, it'll be to set the national activity, the programme on an annual and multi-year basis, to collaborate with the coaches and to support the athletes with any problems and issues that they've got along the way.
Same for you?
Yeah, and so our athletes are spread across the country, so making sure that we're on target for the next competition, and then making sure world standards are on.
Okay, lovely stuff. And how often do you guys cross paths?
Fairly often, particularly in Manchester, because it's
Nice.
an integrated centre, and myself and Rob will catch up and discuss any issues and share our learning, so pretty regular.
Nice. It's always nice at these meets as well when everyone comes together. It feels like, especially this week, the whole swimming family are here. I want to ask you what your key takeaways are. Has there been a highlight for you both?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
So we've had some great swims for a week. We've had some new athletes coming through. Some athletes that are still nationally classified, waiting to be internationally classified, hitting our QT times, which is really excited. We had Poppy, world record in the 100 fly, excellent, and pushing on that world standard, nearly making an A final with the Olympic pathway, which is great for everyone to see.
Yeah, Poppy has been absolutely smashing it this week, hasn't she? And so is Will Ellard. We're going to see him in action as well. Steve, who stood out for you? Who's impressed you?
I think on the whole, the standard of the competition has been excellent. The event itself is fantastic, the new lights and the show and everything goes with it.
We're loving the lights.
Yeah,
You're loving the light show as well.
And in particular, the young girl to my right breaking the British record in the 200 freestyle for Colbert, and Harrod Evans breaking the British record. But just to see the athletes back performing close to their best in a year where we know we're just building towards excellent summer performances.
And that girl on your right is Freya Colbert. She's not in shot right now. You're giving the game away, Steve, our next guest, just after the camera. And it's a really good opportunity for our juniors to step up and perform in front of these crowds, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got quite a few coming through, as I said, around the classification. Classification is always a tricky one for us to get them internationally classified, but there's around 5 in the mix right now, which is really pushing the boundaries. We've got to the point with our S14 females where we've got 5 that are qualified and we've only got 3 spaces, and 2 of those are the new and up-and-coming athletes. So we're in a really exciting position 2 years out to going into LA.
Yeah, it is really exciting, and the same for you.
Yep, and actually hear the question, so you need to repeat it.
Oh, it's all right. We're just talking about the juniors.
Yes, the level of the junior athletes for the swimming pathway was incredible last year. So to see them step up again into the senior ranks and a new cohort come through underneath them is really, really exciting.
Yeah, I know. And some of these youngsters, honestly, the power, the endurance, I've been particularly impressed. It's my first swimming championships being poolside, and it has been absolutely epic. Look, it's quite a tricky year this year because we've got the Commonwealth, we've got the Europeans. How do you manage that as head coaches, all of the different events and the different selection policies that we've got?
Yeah, it's really important that we align with the home nations on the Commonwealth Games. It's a hugely, hugely important competition for swimming and for the sport. It's great that it's in Glasgow, so we want to make sure we send a really strong team there, but on the back of that we want to ensure we've got a strong team going to Europeans. So there's a lot of collaboration and discussion going on, but we want to make sure it works for everybody, in particular the sport and where we're at in this year.
And does that differ with the para side at all?
Yeah, so we've decided to concentrate on the Dutch nationals. 2 weeks before Commonwealth Games, athletes get a big hit out, and those that are selected for Commonwealth Games will then go on to the Commonwealth Games. and then our Europeans aren't until September, so a bit of a break and then back into it.
Well, wishing you all the very best, and of course all of the amazing swimming talent that we've got coming through. Really exciting year ahead of us, so thank you both, Rob and Steve. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you can put your feet up for a little bit after this week. Let's take a look then at the schedule for this evening. It's the big one. We've got some big battles on our hands. Day 6 already. It's gone so quickly. We've got the women's 100-metre breaststroke, then the men's 50-metre butterfly, the women's 800-metre freestyle. Now, just to note, that is the fastest heat as opposed to an open or para final. We've got the men's 200-metre backstroke. We cannot wait for that one. And the women's 50-metre freestyle. And then we're finishing the week with the men's 200-metre freestyle. And a woman to preview all of that is British record holder Freya Colbert. Freya, wonderful to have you on the sofa. What a week you've had. 4, is it 4?
Yeah.
I've lost track of how many races you've done. Talk to us about the week.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy one. Started the week off with the 100 freestyle, which was a new one for us to have at the start of the week. But it was a good hit out. I got a PB, so it was nice to do that at the start, as opposed to doing it on the equivalent of tonight, and I'm dragging myself through the door 3-4 races down, trying to put down something fast. So it's nice to get that out of the way, and then have the 200 freestyle. Obviously, really great result, really pleased with that. A new British record. I think I moved to 10th all-time in the world, which is a bit of a shock for me. I'm quite a long way off the best girls out there with the world record, so I thought there was more people in between us in a way, but seeing that stat was definitely like a nice confidence boost going into the rest of the year. And then I had the 400 freestyle and the 200 medley, which both events were all right. They were around my best, but I wanted a little bit more, but I think I was just a bit tired by the time I got to that point.
I think all swimmers and all athletes always want a little bit more, to be honest. But
yeah,
it sounds
probably.
like a very positive week. And like you say, it's really tough for the athletes going tonight, because some of them would have been racing earlier on in the week. And it's very much a marathon, not a sprint, isn't it? You've got to really look after your body and your mind throughout the week.
For sure. I think people always talk about not letting the highs be too high and the lows too low, because it is very draining emotionally, and I think I definitely experienced a bit of that on the 200 freestyle. I'm still working on keeping my emotions under control. Like I was very happy and very excited, and I think that maybe had a bit of an impact, but to be honest, it's just going back-to-back days is so difficult when it's like late finishes here and you're up again for heats, and just sort of trying to keep everything in check and everything in control is definitely something that even the best people struggle with. When you look at like some of the likes of the guys and the more experienced members of the British team, still the multi-events is something that I think everyone struggles with everywhere.
Freya, you mentioned getting a little bit overexcited, but the thing is, if swimming doesn't make you happy and it doesn't give you that buzz, then why do you do it? Obviously, I know it's to get the medals and to get all the accolades, but you have to be happy at the same time.
For sure. I think I definitely take that into my day-to-day life, my day-to-day training and racing, and I think maybe more excitable than the average athlete on the team, but I wouldn't change it. I think it's what makes me me. I'm excited to be here, I'm excited to do this, I'm excited to do that, I'm running around the place, and I think definitely, especially as a junior growing up, my coaches had to be like, hold on a minute, slow down, like walk slow, take it all in, and it's something I've worked on a little bit, but like you don't want to lose the essence of that and the essence of why you're happy to be here, and that's what kind of makes me me, and I think it's my superpower in some ways.
Oh, I love that. Your superpower. Now, there's lots to get excited about, isn't there, this year? We've got loads of events on the calendar. You can actually have a look on your screen here. I know, as if by magic. Did you impress by that?
How sick is that?
So this week has been about getting those British medals, but also qualifying for the all-important Europeans. We do have the European Juniors. That kick-starts the year after this, of course, in July. Then we got the Commonwealth Games. We got the Dutch National Para Meet and the Para European. So there's lots to dive into, quite literally. But what are you most excited about, do you think?
I think the Commonwealth Games is definitely a big one. Like, it's only once every 4 years. It's a multi-sport event. It's always really good fun. And my first senior team that I made was in 2022 for that Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. So it's a bit of a full circle moment for me. I'm really excited to go back and improve upon that and race against some of the best girls in the world, like Molly O'Callaghan, the world record holder on that 200 freestyle. I think I've improved a lot, and it'll be nice to be in a race where I'm like not just trying to swim my own race and get a PB, but actually I'm like, oh, like I'm actually competitive with some of these Aussie girls in here, because they are just absolutely phenomenal at the freestyle swimming on the female side out in Australia. And so to actually be able to look around at other people and be like, oh, I'm competitive here, is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
And speaking of being competitive, I need to talk to you about the women's 100 breaststroke. Angharad Evans, one to watch. Tell me, why should we be getting excited about her tonight?
Harry is such a talented swimmer. We shared a room together for like 3.5 weeks early this year at altitude training, and she's absolutely phenomenal. So strong physically, so strong mentally, and that 200 breaststroke earlier on this week was absolutely phenomenal. 2:19, British record by a mile. One of the best times in the world this year. One of the best times ever. Like I said, I've moved to 10th all the time. She's moved to 9th, so she's just ahead of me there. But that 100 is something that I think she would probably say is her best event historically. It's something she's had the British record for in a while, and I think seeing if she can lower that, she's been really close to it in Edinburgh, at Bucks earlier on in the year, at Paris. So she's been in and around that mark, and seeing if she can lower that is definitely going to be a really great race to watch.
We cannot wait for that one. And speaking of great races to watch and great battles, Ollie Morgan and Luke Greenback in the men's 200 back. These two are buzzing to go up against each other. I spoke to them a little bit earlier on today. Tell me, what team are you, though?
I'm so Team Luke. I'm sorry, everyone out there. Luke and I, we train together constantly. His PB on the 2 back is similar to mine on the 2-3, so we go head-to-head a lot in training. We've got a bit of a bet going on with my coach, who can have the fastest time by the end of the week. So I am Team Luke. Although I want the fastest team, he can't go faster than a 1:54.3, because that's the marker I laid down on Thursday. But I'm definitely Team Luke all the way. He's such a hard worker. He's so deserving. Olympic bronze in Tokyo, and then unfortunately that disqualification out in Paris. But he's back and he's better than ever, and yeah, very deserving. I'm Team Luke all the way. I can't fake it.
Well, that's okay. We like honesty on this show, and Ollie Morgan is obviously won the 50, 100. He's hoping to do the triple this evening, so that's going to be really, really interesting tonight. But also the big one. Everyone seems to get excited about it. There's a lot of anticipation around the men's 200 metre free, isn't there? Let's take a look.
The lights thought so as well.
Didn't it just at this little preview?
15 Olympic medals between them, 8 of them gold. The final of the men's 200 metres freestyle. This, for me, is literally the race of the century.
I'm loving life at the minute. I'm swimming really well, but we want to win.
None of us are there to be friends in that moment.
Going head to head, and that's kind of when you need to be your best.
We were like, look, let's just go max from the start and see what can happen.
He's gone off in 7 very, very quickly. Look how far ahead Matt Richards is.
I've got absolutely nothing to lose out there. Yeah, we all want to win.
And the charge now coming, and Duncan Scott has seen him. Duncan Scott in the black hat in lane 5's definitely seen him.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good one. We'll finish out on the back.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty special.
You can't afford to risk anything. You've got to get it right on the day.
If he can bring this back, he's going to win it. At the moment, it is Matt Richards. He's already going. Who's going to get the touch here? 4 and 5. Graham Scott. 4 and 5. Graham Scott. Who's going to get the touch?
I don't know about you, but that BT gives me goosebumps. And let's not forget, this time last year, there was 2 gold medals.
Yeah.
It was absolutely epic.
Yeah, chance of that very swim.
Exactly. That's why I think it was such a shock to everyone. So, I mean, let's talk about those 4 athletes.
I'll run you through it.
Go on then,
So we've got Jimmy Guy, obviously, long-time member of that 4x2 relay team. He won the 400 on day 1, was right down near his British record, so he's back on form. Fastest he'd been since, I think, Rio 2016 Olympic trials.
Yeah, there he is on his screen there.
Yeah, there he is. And then we've got Matt Richards, he was world champion 2023 out in Fukuoka. He's been in the 50, we've seen him in the 100 as well. Great opening speed, he's been really consistent. And then obviously the main man, Duncan. Everyone always relies on him for the relay. If you need someone to get the job done, I think a lot of the time you can rely on Mr. Duncan Scott. There he is going. He's always one to put down a great swim. And then we've got Jack McMillan. He won European short course in December. He's been improving massively. He was part of the team last year. He's really one to watch. He's worked on the 100 and the 2 and the 4, and it's going to be a great race between the 4 of them.
It is. Quickly, Freya, who do you think is going to win?
I'm going to go Jimmy. He had such a good 4 on day 1 that I'm going to back him there.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Thank you so much for your time. Brilliant to speak to you. Let's remind ourselves of what we got to look forward to then. Day 6 finals day. The women's 100-metre breaststroke gets us up and running. Then it's the men's 50-metre butterfly, followed by the women's 800-metre freestyle, the men's 200-metre backstroke. Then it's the women's 50-metre freestyle. And then, just like Freya said, this is the big one, the men's 200-metre freestyle to round off this evening, to round off tonight. This week, it's been epic. Right. Let's head up to commentary then. Oh, the vibes are vibing. We are absolutely loving it. Good evening to Paul Noble, but first, Andy Jameson.
Thank you, Ashley. And I don't know if you can hear me, but it's absolutely rocking here at the London Aquatics Centre. Venue, of course, of the Olympic Games in 2012. And what a fantastic venue it is. It's been 6 fabulous days of swimming. This, the last night, it's session 12. And it's just been absolutely wonderful. There's 10 races this evening. There's 6 for the able-bodied athletes and 4 for the para-athletes. We've had so many British records all across the pools and a world record from the para-athletes as well. There's some really special ones, but the final events of the evening, the men's 200 metres freestyle, what a wonderful way to cap off this week. We're going to go straight to Paul Noble as the athletes are coming out for this women's 100 metres breaststroke for the para-athletes. Over to you, Paul.
Thanks, Andy. Well, what a night to be here. And swimmers coming out outside in. It is, of course, the title decided on points, so the closest the swimmers get to the points totals they get for their own classification. And the outside lanes might be the favourites here. Grace Harvey and Iona Winifred, both British record holders. Brock Whiston, the world record holder in the SB8 class. And that record had stood for a long time, since 2019. Swimmers coming in from the centre. There's Rose Williams. You saw Grace Robinson a little bit earlier. The SB14 swimmers. Ursula Carroll, visually impaired swimmer. Just 14 years of age, Ursula Carroll. Her sister was in the World Championship team last year. Sienna Oxby, World Championship representative back in 23. And Olivia Newman-Baronius. What a swim she had in the IM yesterday to take the title. And she's on good form. World Championship bronze medalist last year. So Sienna Oxby, Olivia Newman-Baronius in the centre lanes. Olivia had 783 points. That was only good enough for 3rd place. In fact, 4th place it was actually, because Iona Winifred, Grace Harvey and Brock Whiston in the outside lanes had higher number of points. Iona Winifred, British record holder in the SB7 class. Grace Harvey, British record holder in the SB5, and she set that record just about a month ago, Grace Harvey. So a range of classifications here. S1 to 10, of course, those are physical impairments. S11 to 13, those are visual impairments. S14, those with intellectual impairments. And we've got representatives from all of those groups of classifications here. There's Brock Whiston, the world record holder in the SB8. The first job for Brock will be to make that European qualifying standard. We have had 16 so far dip under the standard, and if Brock makes it, she might become number 17. Grace Harvey was number 16 from the heats this morning. But Olivia Newman-Baronius off to a good start here, of course. Not necessarily the swimmer who touches the wall first is going to be the one that takes the title. But the faster you go, the better chance that you have. Olivia Newman-Baronius there in lane number 4. She is going to lead them through at the halfway point. She goes over in 36.45. But just have a look at the British record holders and the world record holder out in the early stages. Brock Whiston's gone out really fast there, 37.48. Iona Winifred gone out 42.7. And Grace Harvey 47.42. So we could be on for big points totals for these swimmers in the outside lane. But Olivia Newman-Baronius, World Championship bronze medalist. She was a gold medalist in Paris Paralympics in the relay team in 2024. She's been on great form this week, and she is going to come home to touch the wall first. How many points is she going to get? 826 for Olivia, 117.37. Followed home by Brock Whiston in 120.32, 978 points. Iona Winifred has gone 840. Can Grace Harvey challenge the points totals now for Brock Whiston as she comes into the closing stages? Oh, 973 points for Grace Harvey. 5 points. The difference between Brock Whiston winning that title with 978 and Grace Harvey in the silver medal position 973. 840 points on the other side of the pool for Iona Winifred. I thought it would come from the British record holders on the outside lanes, and that's how it proved. And Brock Whiston was very good there. She's dipped under the European qualifying standard. That was a job that she wanted to get done tonight, and she'll be delighted to be the 17th swimmer under that mark this week. Well done to Brock. Grace Harvey will be second, 141.62. She set that British record just a few weeks ago, but she's been out of the water. She's had a little bit of an injury, Grace Harvey. Had to come back and be within a second and a half of her best ever time. That is a great performance from Grace Harvey, now based in the University of Aberdeen performance. And Iona Winifred, the 15-year-old, she just turned 15 last week. Bronze medal for Iona. Another qualification standard achieved for Iona Winifred. 129.56 for Iona. Grace Harvey will take the silver, and Brock Whiston will take the gold. Just waiting for Brock to join everyone on the medal podium. She should be delighted with that swim. 120.32. That is a fantastic swim from Brock Whiston. 6-second improvement on what she did in the heats this morning. Just missed out on that qualification standard, but she is well under that standard now. So well done to Brock Whiston. The latest qualifier for those European Championships. 3 swimmers on the medal podium. We're all in Paris Paralympics. Brock Whiston, Grace Harvey, Iona Winifred. Olivia Newman-Baronius also there in Paris. Ursula Carroll was 5th with 765 points. She's also under the standard for qualification, so well done to Ursula. She'd already achieved it in backstroke earlier this week, but well done to Ursula. And the medalists are now with Dan Jervis.
London, what a way to start your evening. Give it up for your medalists! Brock, you were 5 seconds under the required time for this summer's competitions. You must be pretty pleased with that.
I'm just so happy to be here within the para world. I've had a bit of a challenge, but these guys this week have just helped me, and without them I actually wouldn't be here. So yeah, it's down to the team here.
There's a team behind the team, isn't there, Brock?
Yeah, I don't think everyone realises that without the support networks, for us especially, I wouldn't even be on the block. So just to get in the pool without these incredible staff means everything for us.
Well, congratulations. Of course, also congratulations to your 3 medalists.
Well done to Brock. She has had challenges over the last few weeks. She went through a reclassification process. But she is a fighter, and she has made that qualification standard. Grace Harvey will also under that standard. Great swim from Grace Harvey. Plus I show off London Aquatics Centre duty manager making these presentations. And there's Iona, 15 years of age. Already Paralympic, world and European medalist. 840 points. Grace Harvey, well, she did all she could, couldn't she? Look at that points total. 973 points for Grace. She'll be delighted to be back in the water, swimming so well. And Brock, well, you could tell how pleased she was with that performance. And that gold medal, 978 points. 1,000 points is the top point score in the world rankings over the last 2 years. 978 and 973. Wow. Fantastic swimming from the para athletes in that 100 metres breaststroke multi-class. Well done. And before we move on to the next event, let's see what Angharad Evans had to say to Ashley this morning.
Angharad, a good couple of days off, looking so strong. We know you got that British record in the 200-metre breast a couple of days ago. How are you feeling? How's the last couple of days of rest been?
It's been really useful. Having 2 days off is always quite nice, just getting the pool and train, and also mentally reset ready for this 100. So I felt pretty good in there. Definitely focused on the back end. So when people usually switch off that last 25, I kind of switched that and focus on the back 50, and the front 50 was pretty relaxed. So feeling good and felt pretty strong, and 106.1 in the heats is pretty solid.
Yeah, you got 34.5 in the back 50. You could see how much you were pushing at the end there.
Yeah, no, it felt really strong. The only focus was using that flow, and that's so important in breaststroke. And that was without the loud crowd that hopefully I'll have tonight, without my mum watching, which always pushes you along. And also just knowing it's your last swim of trials will definitely help me, hopefully push that back 50 a little more tonight. Maybe 2 British records in 1 week? That would be unreal. I don't think I've ever done that before. But yeah, no, we'll see. I'm feeling confident that will be a solid swim tonight, but whether it will be a British record, we'll see. But I'll try to put on a show for London. But good luck, future Angharad, again.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Well, she says 2 British records in 1 week would be unreal. I've got to say, I think it's very, very real indeed. I would be quite surprised if she doesn't get extremely close to her own 100 metres breaststroke British record here. It currently stands at 65.37. There's Leah Schlossen in lane 1, 5th in this event last year. And swimming really well, bronze in the 200 free, so she's going to Paris. Amy Crowley goes in lane 7 for Cardiff, with Imogen Miles in lane 8, one of just 2 juniors, 16-year-old in lane 8. And Sienna Robinson from Loughborough, there she is in lane 2. Summer season's best to qualify for this final of the women's 100 breaststroke. Cara Hanlon, she's swimming well, 5th on the 200, 2nd in this last year. What can she do in this final in 2026? Gabrielle Idle-Beavers, just 17 years of age, a junior, lifetime best to qualify for this final from Mount Kelly. She goes in lane 3. And Anna Morgan, bronze on the 200 breaststroke, bronze on this event last year, the 100. And can anyone get anywhere near the absolute superstar? The defending champion is Angharad Evans of University of Stirling. Smashed the British record, Molly Renshaw's 200 breaststroke. The first British woman ever under 2 minutes 20 for 200 metres breaststroke. And she's now the 9th fastest woman in history on 200 metres breaststroke. Oh, it's just such a wonderful 200. I think she was shocked at how that went. I don't think she knows just how good she can be on this, the 100 this evening. She swam the heats in this morning, and well, she was playing with the pace, was really quite comfortable going out down that first 50 metres, but came back like a shot. She won it on 105.3, which is the British record last year in this pool, this week last year. Fully expect her to rattle that British record. She split 31.02 when she did it. Got to say, the world record and the European record, well, if you want to go those, the splits for those faster than the British record on the 50 breaststroke through the 100. Golly. So here we go. It is the final of the women's 100 breaststroke. Angharad Evans of Stirling right in the centre, pre-qualified for the Scottish team, pre-selected for the Commonwealth Games. But this all about, can she go close to or under her own British record on the 100 breaststroke and qualify for the 100 as well as the 200. This is the final of the women's 100 metres breaststroke at the 2026 Aquatics GB Championships here at the London Aquatics Centre. And Angharad Evans right in the centre. Well, she started off fairly comfortably here. The white hat of Gabrielle Idle-Beavers, the 17-year-old in lane 3 going well, and it looks like Garrett Evans just setting up the stroke here down this first 50. Going with her is Anna Morgan in 5 and Idle Beavers in 3. She did this in the heat this morning. She was comfortable to 50 and absolutely blew it away on the second 50. Extraordinary. 30.88. Well, that's underneath her own British record pace by 0.2 of a second. So she's in very good place here to go possibly under 65. 65.37 is the British record, and it was right here in the heat. So she just started swimming away, and it's really impressive. Look at this. She wanted to use the flow, and she's certainly using the flow here. Throwing those arms forward, getting in a beautiful breaststroke position. The flow is wonderful. Can she get close to this British record? 105.37. 5 minutes to go. And Garrett Evans is Sterling. 105.37. Yes, she's got it. 104.96. 64.96 for Garrett Evans. A new British record, a qualification time for the Paris European Championships in August. What a brilliant swim. Broke the British record on the 200 metres breaststroke to become the 9th fastest in history. And she's just gone under 65 for a 100 breaststroke. 64.96. Great first 50, 2/10 under her British record pace at the 50. And she's come back and she's gone to 64. Wow. Gabrielle Idle Beavers was second. A great swim for the 17-year-old from Mount Kelly. 107.69. Super swim from her. Massive lifetime best and well under the junior consideration time for her. Tie for second, actually, Anna Morgan of Edinburgh University. Also 107.69 and 5. So gold to Garrett Evans and a tie for silver. And a lifetime best, oh my goodness me, for gold and for Gabrielle Idle Beavers. A season's best for Anna Morgan. Super stuff. And she swims it so interestingly. Comfortable down that first 50, but the flow coming back and the drive with it. It's beautiful to watch. Let's see a reaction. Yes. Oh, well done. 64.9 for a 100 metres breaststroke. Fastest in the world this year, I think. Certainly that 200 metres breaststroke was. Gracious me. Absolutely extraordinary. What a week she's had, and what a week she's set up for the European Championships later this summer in Paris. And Garrett Evans wins gold on the women's 100 metres breaststroke. Qualified time for that European Championships to go with the 200. 10th fastest woman of all time now in this, the 100. 9th fastest on the 200. What a week she's had. And a tie for second. Gabrielle Idle Beavers, the junior from Mount Kelly. Brilliant from her. And Anna Morgan. They're all talking to Dan Jervis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed a new British record! And Hara, that is your second British record of the week. You're having a pretty good one.
I know, it's so unexpected. To back up my 200 with another good swim gives me a lot of confidence going into summer. It'll be interesting to watch that back, and because that definitely did not feel like a perfect race still. The backhand actually hurt quite a bit, so it'll be interesting to see how fast I actually went out. But yeah, no, super happy with that and excited to move on in summer, hopefully.
Well, I can tell you, you went out in 30.88. Was that the aim?
You know, to go a 104, that's not an easy thing to do. And my endurance is there, but my easy speed is where I knew I had to push it. So definitely tried to go out fast, but that's a lot faster than what I usually do. That's not actually far off my 50 PB. So yeah, it was always going to hurt. Race always hurts, but yeah.
Well, there's so much more to come this summer from you, isn't there?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'll take this week 2 PBs, 2 British records as something I did not go into this week thinking I'd do. So, as I said, big confidence boost going into summer. And racing the European girls is going to be amazing. So, yeah, definitely points to improve on in that.
Well, congratulations. Also, congratulations to Anna and Gabrielle.
Wow, what a way to start the final evening of racing. Utterly brilliant. That women's 100 metres breaststroke for the para-athletes, and then Garrett Evans breaking the British record. 64.96. A qualification time for the European Championships in August. And there's Will Vasey, the general manager of the London Aquatics Centre, and he just has a fantastic facility here. One of the best swimming pools in the world, if not the best. And a tie for silver. The 17-year-old from Mount Kelly down in Tavistock in Devon. What a great programme they've got. Oh, there's nothing to her, is there? Oh, she's going to have a fantastic career as well. And silver also to Anna Morgan of Edinburgh University. Just outside the consideration time for the European Championships, but I'm sure we'll see both of them at the Commonwealth Games. But the new champion, it is Ann-Carrot Evans of University of Stirling. And a wonderful time, 64.96 for 100 metres breaststroke. The 10th fastest time in history. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's an honour to be here and watch swimming like that, isn't it? The way she swam at 30.8 going out and then came back so fast. When she gets that easy speed, when she rests a little bit more coming into the summer, that easy speed will come, and I can't believe she's not going to go even faster. Wouldn't that be special? Set up a wonderful summer. Commonwealth Games is first, then 2-week break, and then the European Championships. Oh, it's going to be great fun. Well, straight into the next event. It is the multi-classification 50 metres butterfly, and as chairman of the new chairman of the Bruce D fan club, over to you, Paul.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Andy. Oh, well, Ann-Carrot Evans has had a great week in the breaststroke events. Bruce D has had a great week in these para events. 6 records he has broken, 6 British records. He broke the 50 and 100 breaststroke on day 1 of this championships. He broke the 50 freestyle twice in a day, and he broke the 100 freestyle twice in a day. What can he do in this 50 metres butterfly? It's a tough ask for Bruce. He did a lifetime best, 33.08 in the heats. He's got to knock off another second if he's going to challenge the British record, which has stood since 2015. And that's held by Sasha Kindred, 11 times Paralympic gold medalist. Sasha Kindred, as Bruce described him, as one of the GOATs. Sasha Kindred's records are being broken, and Bruce D is the man that has been breaking them. He has really made great progress over the last year. He was an integral part of the relay team at the World Championships when the Great Britain team won a silver medal. And look at the stroke rate, look at the turnover for Bruce D. He's getting such support here from the crowd in London. He's definitely been a crowd favourite this week. He's been a favourite of ours in the commentary box, and here he comes now. Can he spot this finish? Head down, Bruce, and it is 32.91, another lifetime best. Well done to Bruce D. 33.08 prior to that, and it's now 32.91 was his best time. 838 points for Bruce D. Well, the young man, not quite 20. He's done absolutely fantastic week, finishing on a high. Bruce D, a lifetime best. He'll claim another British title. Well, what a week he's having. They've got a records board here in the arena, and Ann-Carrot Evans will be on it twice. Bruce D will be on it 6 times. Unbelievable. What a great week he is having. Expect him to be a fixture in the GB team this summer. He'll be trying to make it to the Commonwealth Games. He has to swim up a class. He's an S6 swimmer. Commonwealth Games event 50 freestyle is it for the S7. Bruce D should make it into that Commonwealth Games. They'll be announced this week. He'll be in the European Champs as well. And Bruce is now with Dan Jervis.
London, make some noise. It's Bruce D! Bruce, you swam that on your own. Could you hear the crowd? They were going mental.
Honestly, like every single breath I was taking, I could just hear like the commentator just, you know, it was great. Thank you very much. But yeah, no. Brilliant.
And we just saw another personal best from you. You must be pretty pleased with that.
Wait, pardon?
We just saw another personal best from you. You must be pretty pleased with that.
I mean, I've had multiple PBs over this week, so I must be heading in the right trajectory with Manchester Performance Centre. But so, yeah, really happy with it.
Well, you've had so many British records as well this week. What has been your aim coming into this week?
Obviously, just to get PBs really, just to better myself every single time I come here, and yeah, to eventually go to LA and hopefully be on the podium or at the top of it.
I'm sure we will see you on top of that podium. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brewsty!
Well, fantastic. Great attitude that Brewsty has. He was based in Northampton. He's recently moved to Manchester Performance Centre, and the guys at Northampton have set him up absolutely perfectly. And the programme in Manchester certainly seems to be working. And there's a familiar figure making the presentations. 5-time Olympian, 6 times a world champion, and 8 times a world record breaker, Mark Foster. And Bruce, absolutely delighted to be on the podium with Mark. That is a great picture. As Bruce leaves the podium, we can now catch up with Ashley when she met Dean Fern this morning.
Dean, you're the World Junior Champion in the 50-metre fly. How happy are you with that heat swim there?
Yeah, I mean, it felt quite good. I got a good touch on the wall. I think just a bit more priming tonight and really get that aggression in my stroke for the final. Just wait for the summary to show up and hopefully that's all good. But yeah, no, I'm feeling good. My easy speed on the 100 just 2 days ago felt quite good, so really looking to just transfer that into the 50 tonight.
How confident are you?
I like to be as confident as I can. It's only a 50, so it's the shortest amount of distance you have to work with. And yeah, really just seeing what I can do, focus on myself and get my hand on the wall, really.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Well, he's qualified 6th fastest for this final, Dean Fern. He's in lane 7. He is still a junior, and he can break the world junior record. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? It is 22.96. His best time is 23.29. So it's possible, but it's a big ask. He's right next to this unit. He's a big chap, isn't he? Brodie Gordon-Gibson of Edinburgh University. And Brogan Hyde of University of Stirling goes in lane 1. And in 7, here he is. We just heard from him, Dean Fern. He's actually already swam this evening a 200-metre backstroke, won the junior final in a consideration time for the European Juniors. So had a very busy evening. Let's hope he's got something less for this 50 fly. Hopefully a warm-up. Ed Mildred, what a meet he's had. Gold on the 100 fly, silver on the 2 fly, both in lifetime best. He's going to Paris. Lewis Fraser, season's best in this morning's heats. He's going in lane 6 for Swansea University, 4th last year. And Kieran Grant, he was outstanding in the heats this morning. 0.4 lifetime best on a 50 fly from Scarborough. What can he do here? And Josh Gammon set a lifetime best to qualify, was 4th in the 100, 2nd in this, the 50 last year. And his teammate from Bath Performance Centre, Jacob Peters, they were actually tied for 2nd last year. Tied for silver on the 100 here. What can he do? He needs about half a second off his lifetime best and he'd break the world record. Well, I'm joined by Mark Foster here. And Mark, this is a fascinating moment, isn't it? About a minute or 2 away from the gun. What do you have to do mentally and physically right now? It's a very short time to make sure you deliver your very best self in the pool.
There's not a lot you actually can do now. Is just going, knowing you've done everything properly and now just trying to execute and stay as calm as possible or get as hyped up as possible, whatever works for you. These guys will have done it a number of times before, so it's just getting the head out of the way and letting the body take over.
And you were world record holder on this 50 minutes butterfly. Tell me the importance of the start, the dive.
Really important nowadays, obviously, with the lip on the back of the block here, using the back of the block with the legs, pulling with the arms, they're getting into the water and they can go to 15 metres underwater. I mean, these guys are brilliant at it. They get to 15 metres underwater about 0.5 a second quicker than I do, but whether they do 5 kicks, 7 kicks or 9 kicks, just executing perfectly.
That's the voice of Mark Foster. 8 times world record holder, 6 times world champion, including in this event, the 50 metres butterfly. It is a new Olympic event. Great shame it wasn't an Olympic event when Mark was around. But fastest seed in lane 4, Jacob Peters, Josh Gammon in 5, Grant in 3, Fern in 7. So this is the final of the men's 50 metres butterfly, and Jacob Peters right in the centre in lane 4. He's had a good start, really good one from Josh Gammon in 5, and these two right in the centre in those yellow lane lines, really powerful down this first 30 metres. No breathing so far from either of them. This is very quick indeed. The turnover of Jacob Peters equals silver last time out here in 4 and 5. Who's going to get the touch? Oh, it's very close indeed. It's a qualifying time. They've both done the qualifying time, first and second, when they were split by 1/100th of a second. Josh Gammon, and look what it means. Look what it means. Josh Gammon has won. Oh, that's great stuff, and huge. Their teammates at Bath Performance Centre, they've just been split by 1/100th of a second, and both of them have done the qualifying time to go to Paris, and that is a really, really fast time. 23:13 was the qualifying time. They've gone 23:10 and 23:11. Wow, that's great. Mark Foster, that was impressive, wasn't it?
Executed perfectly. I mean, a massive PB there for Joshua. His PB was 23.4 before that race, so 0.3 off your best time over 50 metres is a country mile. So he got it right. He must have been relaxed there next to Jacob, trained together, must race each other a lot in training. It's probably the perfect position for him to be in. Dean a little bit off back in 5th, but he's 18, he's young, he'll be going to European Juniors, but what a fast race. 23:1 is rapid.
Oh, that's outstanding. It really is. I'm so pleased for Josh Gammon. That's a super swim. Look what it means to him. Look, oh, come on. He's done the qualifying time for the British team to go to Paris for the European Championships, and the rule says if you beat the time and you come first or second, you go. That's it. And they've both done that, first and second, underneath the QT. Josh Gammon wins it, and his teammate second, 1/100th split the two. I bet they don't care. All they care about is they're going to be on the train to Paris. Let's hear what they've got to say to Dan Jervis.
London, make some noise for your medalists. Josh, I'm proud to say you have made the time. You're going to Paris?
Oh, honestly, it's such a relief. I've had a really rough start to the week, so to come back and, get that spot means the world to me.
Well, you've had to wait all week to get your ticket for that train. You must feel amazing.
Yeah, trust me to leave it to the last day. But yeah, just so happy. I'm training with Pete all the time, so it's just so nice to be able to, get on that train with him. It means so much.
Well, congratulations. Also under the qualification time, Jacob Peters.
Yeah, that was a good swim. Happy with that. It's been a good week here. Just hope to move on in the summer.
Well, congratulations, boys. Also, congratulations to Kieran Grant.
Well, I didn't mention Kieran Grant. He's did a massive lifetime best to qualify, 4/10 of a second, and he's just knocked another 1/4 of a second off that. 0.7 of a second in one day to get a bronze medal at the British Championships. On the right-hand side there, well, he's going to get his medal from Mark Foster, who is having a busy time, isn't he, presenting medals in the commentary box. Really great swimming, and very nearly achieved that consideration time as well. Look at his face. Well done on the right-hand side. 7/10 lifetime best. Delighted for Jacob Peters as well. That's really good. Silver on the 100. And brilliant swim. And Josh Gammon, well, he was 1/100th of a second ahead of Jacob Peters. But the top two in the centre there, Josh Gammon, and on the left-hand side, Jacob Peters, both of them beating the qualification time for the European Championships for Paris in August. So I'm sure they'll both be going to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Then they'll have a 2-week break, and then they'll be in Paris to swim in that European Championships. Great swimming from all three. Lifetime best. Wonderful stuff. Massive lifetime best from Kieran Grant. Well done. What they're doing in Scarborough, I don't know, but that's it's working really well. On the right-hand side of that shot is Kieran Grant. Yes, look what it means. Josh Gammon wins it. He's going to Paris. Look at him. Oh, so excited for him. Absolutely wonderful. You work so hard. Teammates there from Bath Performance Centre. 1 and 2, 1/100th split them, and they're both on the train. Absolutely brilliant. So straight into the final heat of the women's 800 metres freestyle, and Kerry Henny 10th on the 1500 metres freestyle from City Liverpool. They're having a great meet. Certainly their distance programme is really strong. There's a couple of City Liverpool swimmers in this final heat. That was Ava Cook from City of Sheffield. Here's Emma Price, 6th in that 1500 metres freestyle. 6 juniors in this event. And Madison Wren's the faster of the 2 City of Liverpool swimmers. 8th on the 1500 freestyle here. See what she can do on this, the 800. Phoebe Arbuckle goes in lane 7. Many of these finalists in the top 10 on the 1500 metres freestyle. And then in lane number 2, here's Alexandra Bastoni. She's trying to represent Wales. Trains in Harvard, lived most of her life in Harvard. Her uncle actually is Tony Day. Tony Day was a British Olympian back in 1988. Dr. Tony Day now. Real strong Welshman, very avid, staunch Welshman. Here we go, Abby Roscoe, silver on the 1500 metres freestyle, 4th in this event last year. And in lane 5, excuse me, in lane 5, Lucy Fox, silver on the 400, so she's moving up from the 400. Most of the others moving down. And Amelie Bloxage, the defending champion, going for her 3rd straight title on the 800 metres freestyle. She's only 17. My word, she's already won 4 straight titles on the 1500 metres freestyle. And if she wins this, age 17, she'll have won 7 senior national titles on the 1500 and this, the 800. Quite extraordinary. And joined again in the commentary box, delighted to say, by Dan Jervis, the Welsh rocket, the distance freestyler, the guru, the doyen of all things distance freestyle.
You can keep going if you want, Andy. That was lovely for me to hear.
I ran out. No, it didn't. Olympic finalist on the 1500 freestyle back in Tokyo. Commonwealth medalist. And sitting next to you, he's about 3 feet taller than you, and he's very, very quick, Mark Foster. Do you ever do a 1500, Mark? Yeah, okay.
I was actually national age group champion at 400 freestyle when I was 14.
That's not 15, Mark. That's 4. That's 8 lengths, not 30. Nice try. Oh, dear. So it's the final heat of the women's 800 metres freestyle, and there's 10 lanes used for this because it is a heat. 8 lanes for the finals in this final session, but which is World Aquatics rules, but 10 lanes for this heat because it is the final heat. And it is heat declared winner. I can tell you that Grace Cummings in heat 4 this morning swam a really good time, 8:51.9. She was 5th on the 1500 metres freestyle, but won her heat 4. So that's the target time at the moment. She's fastest in the clubhouse, so to speak, with an 8:51.91. I fully expect many of these swimmers to go a little bit quicker than that, but interesting start. And Dan, it's a tough event, this 16-length race. And how would you go about, if you were one of these swimmers, how would you go about just settling in? How far does it take to settle in as well?
So I did used to swim the 800 and 1500, a little bit different to one another. So in an 800, it would usually take me about 200 metres to settle into my rhythm. I would always use the first 100 just to kind of get my body wet, really. It finishes itself. And then the second 100, I would really try to find my rhythm. And then from the 300 on, I would just repetition after repetition until the last 300 where I would descend to max.
Wow, there's a lot going on there, isn't there? And it's also very interesting, Dan, because in lane 5, we've got Lucy Fox, who's moving up from the 400. And then in lane 4, we've got Emily Bloxage, the prodigious youngster, who's moving down from the 15, also a very good 800. So almost like the sprinter, so to speak. Mark Foster's 400 moving upwards and the 1500 going down.
Yes, the two swimmers are meeting in the middle. Now, we could see Lucy Fox kind of take her out from the start, but we are seeing already Amelie Bloxage is going to try to make a move on the rest of the field. But because Amelie's the 1500-metre freestyle champion, she knows she can rely on her aerobic abilities and have a strong second half.
Well, as part of the Sprinters Union, the 200 metres now we're starting to get into new territory for me. Mark, I think the sprinters are always reluctant. We kept it quite quiet, but I think we always had quite a serious amount of respect for these distance guys.
Oh, we did. When you just said then into new territory, once they turned, that was new territory for me, to be fair. Yeah, I think what lots of people never see is, and of course us knowing swimming and taking part in swimming, is the amount of lengths that have gone on beforehand, you know, in the training pool. I mean, the women 800 freestylers do what, 60, 70,000 metres a week. I mean, a lot of laps up and down the pool. So when it comes to, I always say to people that, you know, when people got nervous and anxious about racing, I went, no, this is the fun bit. Because training was, my head was brutal, whereas the racing was the fun bit, it was a short bit.
I think Dan loved the training, didn't you?
Oh, loved it. Loved it. Just to update you on this race now, Amelie Bloxage really is starting to make a move on the rest of the field. She is next to Lucy Fox, who is going with her, but Amelie is leaving no prisoners here.
Well, she's gone out well. What's she going to go about? 3:08, 3:09, 3:09 at the turn. And that was pretty much 32 seconds, 31.99. So she's repping about 3/4 of a second faster than Lucy Fox in second place at the moment. 3/4 of a second per 50.
So Emily's best time at 8 minutes 30, 10 seconds faster than anybody else. So you're saying that, so Dan, are you saying Lucy, obviously coming from 400 up, she won't going to get too carried away and get dragged along into a race here, because that will blow her out?
Yes, that's true, because obviously the sprint has very fast twitch muscles. You lot.
I'm a lot.
you athletes produce a lot more lactic acid than us distance swimmers generally, and so what we wouldn't want is Lucy Fox to go out too hard and then pay for it in the second half.
Yeah. Well, this is coming up to the halfway turn in this final heat of the women's 800 freestyle, and Bloxage looking very good indeed. I think we're hoping that she's going to push her lifetime best, which is very quick, 8 minutes 30. And if she's going to do that, she's got to go somewhere under 4:15 here, 4:13. So that's not a bad first 100 at all. She's going to have to really pick it up if she's going to go close to that lifetime best and see if she can duck under the 8 minutes 30 at the moment. But at the halfway, it's Bloxage leading. Second at the moment is Lucy Fox, and she's going well in 5. Lucy Parsons third at the moment in lane 6. And there's quite a scrap for the minor places after that.
It'll be interesting to see how Amelie Bloxage was going into this race in her mental state. She knows she's already on the train going to Paris. She won the women's 1500 metre freestyle, so she was probably going into this obviously expecting a very good time and putting pressure on herself, but also she can kind of go in with chilled out. She can go in and enjoy it because she already knows she's made that summer meet.
She can chill out and enjoy it, Mark. 800 freestyle.
I'm not sure. Chill out, enjoy, and 800 freestyle should go in the same sentence, I've got to be honest. To be fair, when your event's 1500, this probably is a chill out event. It's half your distance.
This is a splash and dash to us distance, people.
Well, she's on for somewhere around 8:30, maybe just over that at the moment, but if she can pick this up, 32.5, so she's going to be repping about 65s at the moment. So I think she's just going to be over the 8:30 at the moment. She's going well as Bloxage. That's the 500 metres, so 6 lengths left at that last turn. Second at the moment in lane 5 is Lucy Fox, and third, Lucy Parsons. Lucy Parsons in lane 6 for Loughborough. Well, fascinatingly, through the 1500 metres split, she went 8:46.7, and her lifetime best is actually half a second slower than that on the 800 metres freestyle. So she's split faster going through the 1500 than her 800.
She was bronze medalist this week on the 1500 freestyle, and she is starting to eye up Lucy Fox, I think, in second place. But no doubt who the winner is at the moment. Amelie Bloxage, she is charging through to this 600 metre mark.
Well, this event, I have to say, there's slightly less depth than there has been in the history. We've got some wonderful history in the women's 800 metres freestyle. If you think back to Rebecca Adlington and Jazz Carlin, Olympic golds, silvers and bronzes between them, lots and lots of them. But we're just starting now to pack in the juniors. There's 6 juniors in this final heat of the women's 800 metres freestyle. So the future's starting to look very bright. And with this gold medal, if she can keep this going, Amelie Bloxage will win her 7th straight British title, senior title in the 1500 and the 800. This will be her 3rd 800 title in a row. That's extraordinary for a 17-year-old.
That is amazing. She's got such an amazing future ahead of her, Amelie. Obviously, talking about Rebecca Adlington, she got the British record back in the Beijing Olympics in 2008. So it's nearly an 18-year-old record. So maybe not today, but I think in the future, Amelie will definitely be setting her sights on that record.
Yeah, she also got a bronze medal at the Olympics in London in 2012 in this pool, I think in this lane as well. So this is Bloksic coming into the final turn at the start end. It's 100 metres to go. There's the bell. So she's got 2 lengths left, 700 down, 100 metres to go. And she's turned in a 7:29.2, so she's going to go somewhere around 8:34, maybe something like that if she can bring it home. Second at the moment in lane 5 is Lucy Fox. Third is Lucy Parsons, but it's very close indeed. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yes, Amelie going into this last, this penultimate length here, looking so good. She's breathing to the left. She's really picked up her stroke rate going into this final turn.
Well, this is going to be fascinating, isn't it? It really is going to be very, very close indeed for this minor medals. And there's a massive scrap on. Look at that going to the right. At the moment in lane number 6, it's Lucy Parsons. Lucy Fox next to her. And then up in, well, I think it's lane 2, isn't it? It is. It's Alexandra Bastoni, who's trying to make the Welsh Commonwealth Games team. But no doubt about the winner here. This is Bloksic, and this is outstanding. She's already won 4 straight senior titles on the 1500 metres freestyle. And she's won the last 2 on this, the 800 metres freestyle. 3 in a row for Bloksic on the 800 free. Brilliant stuff. Amelie Bloksic is yet again the senior national title on the women's 800 metres freestyle. The silver, I think, is going to go to Bastoni. A great swim from her. Wonderful swim. And that's, well, it's just outside the Welsh consideration time, I think, for the Commonwealth Games. But it's a really good swim, and she's packed them in this year. There's Bloksic. She's really happy. Look at that. Silver to Bastoni and bronze to Lucy Parsons in a really close fight. But great swimming from Amelie Bloksic from City of Salford, and it's just 17 years of age, 7 titles on the 800 metres and the 1500 metres freestyle.
It's a lot of titles at a very young age, and I mean, it's a demonstration event from the times going in 10 seconds ahead. So she kind of knew she had the event in the bag, so to speak, but it was chasing times, the season best by 2 seconds. She's got more races to come, obviously, when it comes to the summer at the Commonwealth Games, European Championships. So, I mean, she should be really happy. Still 17, still a junior, and that looked very comfortable. If 800 metres can be comfortable, it looked comfortable. I don't know why I said that.
She looks very fresh there, doesn't she?
She was smiling.
She's actually marked, she's gone 10 seconds underneath the qualifying time for the European Junior Championships for the 800 free. 10 seconds.
It's a mile. It's a country mile. That's nearly half. Well, it's a third of a lap. That's a long way under. So it just shows you how good she is.
Oh, amazing. Really is. And she's just a machine, isn't she?
I was going to ask Dan Jervis there. It's one of these things that's always... Of course, I swam a few events when I was a kid, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But, you know, what goes through your head when you're in the middle of the race? Are you thinking, I know, you're focusing on technique, you're focusing on your legs, you're focusing on... What are you focusing on? Because, obviously, there's a lot to focus on. There's also a lot not to focus on because you don't want to be too in it because it's painful sitting in there.
Yes, it really is. And luckily, we didn't have too long to think about stuff, but on a sprint, I guess, Mark, there's still an awful lot of things to think about to make sure you get right. There's confirmation of the result of the final heat of the women's 800 metres freestyle. Amelie Bloksic wins it, her 7th senior title. Brilliant stuff. And 8:33.02. Bastoni second, super swim from her, just ahead of Lucy Parsons in third. And let's hear what those medalists have to say to Dan Jervis.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your medalists. Amelie, that was phenomenal. Your 2nd British title of the week. You've done the double again.
Yeah, that's so nice. I mean, I'm really proud of myself for that time. And, you know, I could just see everyone in the crowd, and I just decided to push on after 400 because I just wanted to get the best out of myself.
Well, you just went under the European Junior time by 10 seconds. You've qualified for England for the Commonwealth Games. You've got so much to look forward to this summer.
Yeah, I hope so. And I've got a 10K next week, so hopefully I can try to do well on that, and then I'll have a few options to do in the summer.
Oh, fair play. 10K after this week. What are your aims going into this summer altogether?
Pardon?
What are your aims going into this summer altogether?
Try and get closer to my PBs because I haven't really been close to them because I've had a bit of a challenging year, so the closer I can get to them, the better, really.
Well, for a challenging year, you have swum fantastic. Also, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alexandra and Lucy.
10K. There's a couple of excited guys. Well, they're enjoying it. It's been a fantastic championship this year in 2026. They've already announced the dates, actually, for the Aquatics GB 2027 World Championship Trials. They're going to be here again in this pool at 6 to the 11th of April. Mark your diaries for that. 6th to the 11th of April. You think this one was good. You wait till you get to next year. Every year it just moves on. Bigger, better, faster, stronger. Hopefully not louder. But the night show has been quite fantastic. And here the medals being presented on this women's 800 metres freestyle by John Aylett, one of our volunteers, the people with whom we just could not run an event like this. Thank you to all the volunteers. They do such a fabulous job. And that's Alexandra Bastoni. And she's got some great swimming pedigree in her family with Tony Day, her uncle, a Welsh flyer, the distance freestyler. Used to train at Leeds. Fancy having an uncle who's an Olympian as well. Wonderful stuff. One of the only swimmers at this championships to come from a club programme to win gold from the city of Salford. Of course, a lot of these university programmes and national centres putting an awful lot of the medalists on the podium. But great job they're doing at City of Salford. And Emily Bloxridge, coached by John Stout, doing a super job there. Well done, John, and well done, City of Salford. 7 titles. Well, straight into the next event. It is the men's 200 backstroke, and Ashley caught up with Luke Greenbank after his heat this morning.
Luke, we saw you get that bronze in the 200 fly earlier in the week. We've just seen you in the heats session there on the 200 back. How are you feeling? How's the body?
Yeah, good. It's always tough on the last day, but you know, I'm excited for tonight. This is my main event, so been waiting all week, and I think there's a little bit more in the tank tonight.
Well, I love that. Can you just talk to us about the strategy that goes into this specific race?
I think for me, I like to feel it out. I like to take certain aspects of the race and practice them in the heat so that I can execute them better in the final. So that was just the idea this morning, and yeah, hopefully can push that last 50 a bit more tonight.
Well, I just heard Ollie Morgan in commentary saying he's very much looking forward to the battle between you two tonight. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always like racing Ollie and the rest of the lads. Yeah, he's been fantastic these last few years, and I think all the backstroke lads have really pushed each other and taken the events to new heights. So yeah, looking forward to tonight.
Oh, we can't wait. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, you're absolutely right. We can't wait. We don't have to wait much longer, though, because it's coming out right now. And here is the first athlete. It is Dan Ransom of the City of Leeds, the only junior in this final. And he's, well, earlier this evening, he watched Dean Fern achieve the European Junior consideration time for this 200 metres backstroke. He went 2 minutes point. Great swim from him. Next to him will be Toby Godsall in lane 7. Swam a lifetime best to qualify for this final. Jordan McPhail of Edinburgh University goes in lane 2. And next to him, University of Bath's Henrik van der Leest. And Cam Rooker is going in lane 6. 4th fastest seed coming into this 200 metres backstroke final. Bronze on the 50, bronze on the 100. Can he go one better or even 2 better? Jack Scarey, what a great swim he had on the 50 metres backstroke to qualify for the European Championships with a really wonderful time. He goes in lane 3. Great on the 50. Ollie Morgan, defending champion on this 200. I'm not sure he's going to have it all his own way, though, because Luke Greenbank is in wonderful shape. Morgan already won gold on the 50, gold on the 100. He's going to Paris. Is he going to go to Paris on the 200? And can he win this title? Because this guy is very, very quick. Luke Greenbank already won a silver on the 200 fly. Yes, you heard that right. 200 fly for Luke Greenbank. 5th on the 100 metres backstroke. I think he whacked the lane line, though. So he needs to just learn to swim dead straight here on the backstroke, and that'll give him a cracking chance. He is the class of this field, a lifetime best of 154.4. And, well, it's a great story. I think Freya was talking about it in the studio at the start of the show today. And her lifetime best on the 200 metres freestyle is now 154.3. And she trains with Luke. She does freestyle, Luke does backstroke, and she's just gone a 10th faster than Luke's PB. So now Luke wants to go a 10th or 2 or 3 faster if he can. If he can go 5/10ths fast, there'll be a 153. Wouldn't that be something? That would be really special. 10th fastest all time is 153.99. Luke's best time of 154.4. I fully expect both of these guys in the centre to go well under the European consideration time. It is a qualifying time, actually, isn't it, of 1:57.87. And again, Dean Fern already done the consideration time for the European Juniors in winning the junior final earlier this evening. Another junior in lane 8, so we'll watch that as well. He can go European Junior consideration time, 2:01.2. He's looking forward, Daniel Ransom. The big guns in the centre, though. Skerry in 3, Greenbank in 4, Morgan in 5. It's the final of the men's 200 metres backstroke at this 2026 Aquatics GB Championships. It's been a fantastic one so far, it really has. And the centre lanes, my word, what a great start from Ollie Morgan. Well, his technical skills are excellent, they really are. He's got great speed. 1 gold on the 50, gold on the 100, so expect him to go out well. And I think the programme here really does suit him. It's only a heat straight to finals. There's no semi-finals at all, so it really will suit him. He doesn't have to put 3 big ones in the 50, a heat semi-final of 100, and then the 200. He's going absolutely flying down this first 100. My goodness me. Well, when Luke Greenbank turns, he's going to see his feet. This is so fast. Can Ollie Morgan keep this going? I know he's been doing some really good training up there in altitude, but what's he going to go to the 100? 54.5. 54.5. Well, he's 0.2 of a second inside his lifetime best. A full second inside of the time that Luke Greenbank split when he went British record. And this is very, very interesting indeed. The tactics here of these two. Morgan's clearly decided to blast it out and try and hold on, whereas Luke Greenbank, I think he's trying to push these middle 50s. From 50 to 100 and 100 to this turn, the 150, and then see what he can do. He's catching and he's catching quickly. Let's see this turn now. 3, 4, 5, 6 kicks underwater from Ollie Morgan. That's very good discipline. But look at that turn from Greenbank. My word, what a great turn that was. And Skerry's coming back as well in 3. This is really interesting. Morgan in 5. In 4, it's Greenbank. Morgan closer to us. Greenbank coming back. This is really tight. Morgan's holding on. He's coming back again. What a fantastic race this is. The Olympic bronze medalist from Tokyo in 4. In 5, it's Ollie Morgan. Can he get the 1, 2, 3? Who's going to get the touch? Morgan gets the touch. Oh my goodness me, they've both done the qualifying time for the European Championships, but Ollie Morgan just gets the touch. 1:55.86 and 15 100s behind them. Oh, so close. Luke Greenbank the silver with Jack Skerry the bronze, and so the 1, 2, 3 is done again. The 50, the 100 and the 200. Oh my word, that's scary. Well, he's going to Paris on the 50 metres backstroke. Morgan's going on the 50, the 100 and the 200, and now Luke Greenbank, he's just qualified as well. That's great to see. So all 3 of those gold, silver and bronze finishes in the 200 backstroke will be going to Paris for the European Championships in August. Oh my word, what a fantastic race. Oh, what a crowd pleaser. Ollie Morgan. Yes, exactly. That's how I feel. I didn't even swim it. Oh, wow. Well, there he is. I tell you what, he's got some guts. There's so many different expressions for that, let me tell you. Wow. How fast was he out in the 50 and the 100? And then Greenbank caught him that last turn of Greenbank. Look at this. This is going to the 50, the 100. He's still there at the 150. And that last turn, look how that is 15 100s. Thank goodness for electronic timing. Wow. Well, I don't think the ideal time for both of them, but that was very, very good indeed. What a great race. A fantastic crowd pleaser. They can both go much faster than that, I think. And I'm sure they will do in the Commonwealth Games and in the European Championships. But Ollie Morgan now wins the 50, the 100 and the 200 of this championships. Luke Greenbank, he's just booked a ticket to go to Paris. Well done, both of them on the 200 backstroke. And Jack Skerry is going on the 50 and a great swim on the 200. And they are all now talking to Dan Jervis.
Well, that was phenomenal, wasn't it, London? Make some noise! Oliver Morgan, you've done the triple again. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was definitely the most painful race of my life. Yeah, and absolutely terrifying having Luke pop up on that last turn. I was like, oh no, but held on luckily, so yeah, it was really fun.
Well, you went out like an absolute rocket. Tell us when you started to feel that pain.
As soon as I hit that 100 turn, I was like, this is going to be a long 100 metres, but especially having these boys chasing you, it's like terrifying, really. So yeah, just happy to get my hand on the wall first, and yeah, it's 11 in a row now. So.
Well, you went out in a 54.5, I think I'm right in saying that. But that was honestly fantastic. How did you feel going into that race? You'd already qualified for Paris this year. Were you chilled out, if you can feel chilled out before 200 backstroke?
Not really. It kind of still terrifies me a little bit. So, yeah, just same as last year, just took it out and, yeah, try and hold these boys off on the last 100. But I think I just enjoy swimming it that way and, yeah, dealing with the pain, knowing that I couldn't have tried really any harder.
Well, it worked for you. Congratulations. Also, Luke Greenbank, you also hit the qualification time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That was a phenomenal last turn. That underwater was unbelievable. Is that what you were working on in that race?
Yeah, I just wanted to try and push the middle 100. I knew Ollie would go out quick. I mean, that's what he does best. He's amazing at that. So I just knew I had to come back quick. And yeah, I think we were almost sharing a lane on that last length. But no, it was great racing. He pushed me, I pushed him. And Jack was great as well. Like, massive PB for him as well. So well done to these lads.
Well, that's the sort of racing we want to see. Also, congratulations to bronze medalist Jack Skerry.
Well, I have to say, I think they both swam about 250 metres. They were left and right, hitting the left lane line and the right lane line. When they swim straight and just swim 200, how fast are they going to go? Brilliant stuff. Jack Skerry on the right there. Well, outstanding 50 metres backstroke. Out of nowhere, massive lifetime best, and he qualifies. Oh, great stuff. Look at that. He qualified for Paris. Ollie Morgan winning it, but Luke Greenbank is now joining the two of them. There's 3 backstrokers going to be going. That's great stuff. And here the medals being presented by the winner of the spectator competition. And it's Rupert. Well done, Rupert. And Rupert looks a very happy chap, doesn't he? There's the silver medalist, Luke Greenbank. Well, it was a good swim time. I'm sure both of the first and second won't be overly excited, but I think for 250 metres backstroke, it was very good. It's meant to be a 200, but left, right, all over the place. Not easy to swim straight at this London Aquatics Centre. It's a wonderful pool, but the roof is not particularly straight for the backstroke, because Ollie Morgan wins the gold right in the centre there. The silver on the left-hand side to Luke Greenbank. And an excellent swim, a lifetime best for Jack Skerry and bronze. And all 3 of them will be going to Paris in August for the European Championships. And I think Ollie Morgan's just given his hat and goggles to Rupert, the medal presenter. He's going to be a happy chap, isn't he? Hope he's got some spare. So next race up is the multi-classification women's 50 metres freestyle, and delighted again to be joined by the guru. It is Paul Noble. Take us through this one, Paul.
Thanks, Andy. Well, there's Iona Winifred leading them out. She goes in lane number 8. Busy few days for Iona, actually. She had a couple of events yesterday, a couple of events today. Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, great race she had in the 400 freestyle. There's Alice Ty. Well, what can Alice do? 4-time world champion from last year. 3 times Paralympic champion. There's Scarlett Humphrey. Well, Scarlett has got a chance. She's a British record holder. She has to drop 0.1 of a second to try and achieve that European qualification standard. Evie Lambert from Borough of Kirklees goes in lane number 6. The S9 swimmer. She has an arm impairment. Amber Haycock, she swims in the S10 classification. European Championship representative for the GB team. Ellen Leighton-Jones took a medal at the World Championships last year in backstroke. Already made her qualification standard in that backstroke event. And Kellyanne Warrington, well, British record swim in the S10 class this morning, 27.88. She said to me yesterday she was going to do that record, and she did it this morning in the heats. Can she go faster? There's the classifications of the swimmers, the 2 S11s together at the top. They're visually impaired swimmers. They'll be wearing blacked out goggles. 2 S10s together, Amber Haycock, Kellyanne Warrington. Ella Leighton-Jones, visually impaired athlete in lane number 5. And the 3 physically impaired athletes in the outside lane, 6, 7 and 8. Evie Lambert in the S9, Alice Ty in the S8, and Iona Winifred in the S7. Kellyanne Warrington had the highest number of points, 918 points from that British record swim. Remember, 1,000 points. She's the top of the world rankings in the last 2 years. Alice Ty was second with 850, and Scarlett Humphrey third with 837. Alice Ty is actually the world record holder in this event. But that stood since 2019, so it'd be a tough ask for Alice to get close to that mark. She goes in lane 7, just been held in position on the blocks by a coach. Again, swimmers can be held on the blocks. They can't add propulsion, of course. But Kellyanne Warrington is away very strongly in lane number 4. 27.88 was the time that she set in the morning. Can we see another British record? Well, watch out for Scarlett Humphrey as well in lane 2, right up there. But here comes Kellyanne. What a swim this is for Kellyanne Warrington. Is it going to be another record? And it is 27.63. The record has gone again for Kellyanne Warrington. She shaves another couple of tenths off that record, so well done, Kellyanne Warrington. Alice Ty will take second place. A great swim from Alice, 30.6. And let's have a check at Scarlett Humphrey's time here. The time for qualification she was looking for was 30.61, and she has gone 30.42. So Scarlett Humphrey, well, she has done that qualification standard for the European Championship. Scarlett Humphrey, 30.42, and she will be absolutely delighted with that one. Just a few hundredths of a second outside her own British record mark. But Scarlett Humphrey did what she wanted to do. Alice Ty, speaking to Alice a couple of times today, and she will be pleased with a 30.6. She wanted to dip under the 31.5 in the heat. 30.6 in the final. She will be pleased with that one, Alice Ty. She nearly took the title. Just 10 points between Alice and Kellyanne Warrington. Kellyanne had to do that record, I think, to win that event. It was only a 10-point difference, and that's absolutely nothing in multi-class swim. There we go. Kellyanne Warrington takes the title. 943 points. Another British record for Kellyanne. Alice Ty in second, 933. Great point scores these are. Scarlett Humphrey, the bronze medal, dipping under that European qualifying standard. And she will be the 18th swimmer to do it. 8.12 for Iona Winifred, 33.9 for Iona, just shy of what she swam in the heats this morning. 812 points. We'll wait for the swimmers to make their way onto the podium, but, well, 3 fantastic swims at the front of the field. Another British record for Kellyanne. Alice Ty improving her time, as Scarlett Humphrey going under that European qualification standard. Blacked out goggles will have been checked for Scarlett Humphrey. And again, 3 Paralympians from Paris are on the podium. And I think all of them are going to be absolutely delighted with their performances. Let's see what they've got to say to Dan.
We just witnessed another British record! Kellyanne, congratulations! You must be feeling amazing.
Yeah, Alice in the call room said go 27.77, and I've just ruined that.
What was your reaction when you touched the wall and turned around and saw that time?
First of all, I can't see it. I have to wait for these guys to tell me. I look down there and I'm like, what is it? So yeah, I'm really happy. I missed out on a medal on the 100 free on Tuesday, so to be able to get another PB this week after changing clubs in September, it's probably been one of the best things for me.
Well, whatever you're doing, it is working. Also, congratulations to Alice and Scarlett!
Yeah, well done, Kellyanne. That was a great performance. 2 great performances today, actually. British record in the heats. Improved it again in the final. Talking about decent 50 metres freestylers. Anna Hopkin makes these presentations. Olympic Games gold medalist in the mixed relay.
Yeah, she wasn't bad at 100 either, was she? Olympic finalist on the 100 and anchored that mixed medley relay in Tokyo. My word, to a world record as well.
Chased down by Caleb Dressel, wasn't it?
Yes, she was. One of few people at that Olympic Games to actually hold off Caleb Dressel. And it was Anna Hopkin. That would be a good quiz question, wouldn't it?
Well done, Alice. She's definitely in great form at these championships. Kind of dabbled with a little bit of TV at the Winter Paralympics. Working for TV, doing a bit of presenting, Alice Ty. Multi-talented individual, Alice Ty. Kellyanne Warrington, though, she is the champion. 2 British records in a day. And Scarlett Humphrey will be absolutely delighted. She's had to wait all week. She has been close to these qualification standards. But the last day of competition, and she has made it. 18, I make it, that have qualified. Made those qualification standards as these swimmers leave the podium. Well done to the medalist, 53.
So here we go. It's the final of the women's 50 metres freestyle. They're just coming thick and fast, these finals, aren't they? This is Hannah Capron in lane 8 for City of Brighton and Hove. One of the juniors from a season's best to qualify. And one of twin sisters in this final. Isabella Ocaro goes in lane 1, her sister's in 4. Sky Carter in lane 7. She's one of great swimming sisters as well. 4th in the B final in this 100 metres freestyle. Rebecca Guy from Bristol Henleys Swimming Club. Another season's best to qualify for this final. And Harriet Rogers, swimming actually coached in the States by Neil Harper, British Olympian himself, back in 1988, British team captain. My captain, actually. My captain. Lovely guy, Neil Harper. So Harriet goes in lane 6, 4th fastest seed into this, the final of the 53. Right next to her, Darcy Revett, 3rd, the bronze medalist in this event last year. Can she go one better? She's qualified 2nd here. And the defending British champion in lane 4, it is Eva Ocaro. Already won gold on the 100 freestyle and on the 50 fly. She also made the final of the 100 as well. And just one lane up from her, I didn't introduce you to Theodora Taylor in lane 3. She swam a brilliant 200 metres freestyle, came 4th, and in doing so qualified for the Paris European Championships in August. Absolutely wonderful from the 17-year-old. Delighted to have her on the team. So there's the full lineup. 2 sisters in 1 and 4, twin sisters. Isabella and Eva. Rebecca Guy in 2, 3 is Taylor, 4 is Eva, the world short course junior record holder in this event, the 50 metres freestyle. Darcy Revett in 5, 6 is Harriet Rogers, swims for Borough of Stockton swimming team. Loughborough University graduate doing a master's over there in the States. 7 is Sky Carter, and 8, one of 2 juniors, Hannah Capron. The other junior in 3 is Theodora Taylor. It's the final of the women's 50 metres freestyle. Fastest women in Great Britain. It's just one length. It's the final 50 metres freestyle, and Eva Ocaro has looked supreme so far. Won the gold on the 100 metres freestyle, and great sprint speed as well on the fly. And look at the speed and look at the strength of this stroke. It's really incredible. A fast turnover, but very straight arms. You've got to be supremely powerful to swim like this. Going with her is Darcy Revett in 5, and also Theodora Taylor in 3. But I think it's going to be Ocaro. Does she get the touch? Yes, she does. A qualifying time as well, 24:42. That is outstanding swimming from Eva Ocaro in 4, 2nd Theodora Taylor, and she's done the qualifying time as well. Wow, that's great stuff. The qualifying time was 24:73. It's just been won in 24:4. That's a new lifetime best for the winner, Eva Ocaro, and a massive lifetime best for Theodora Taylor. Well done. The top 2 doing the qualification time. Revett is 3rd. Rogers is 4th. A lifetime best for her as well. A big lifetime best for her in 4th. But no doubt about the winner, Eva Akaro, so powerful. Really is. In lane 4, fastest qualifier, so that's her 3rd gold of these championships. Won the 100 metres freestyle, now the 50. Also won the 50 fly. She's in the final of the 100 fly as well. Very good swimming. The world junior short course record holder is again the British champion of the women's 50 metres freestyle. Gold to Akaro and silver to Taylor. Both of them done the qualifying time, and they're now talking to Dan Jervis.
Well, blink and you miss it. Give it up for your medalists. Eva, congratulations. You got under the qualification time again. You must be pleased.
Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with that. I think I just saw swimming the 53 and it was really nice and special that my sister was also in there and she also got a PB, so...
A family affair. Well, congratulations. Also, Theodora, you already were on the team for the relay. You've just done an individual. What a week you're having.
Yeah, thank you. I think I've had like a really busy week. I've raced nearly every day, so it's been super tough for me to kind of come back each morning, especially with these late finals, but I'm really happy to round it off with that swim.
Well done. Also, give it up for Darcy.
Give it up for Darcy. Darcy is Darcy Revitt, Guildford City Swimming Club. She got the bronze medal on that women's 50 metres freestyle. Yeah, I did not expect 2 qualifying times there. First and second, 24.42 from Eva Akaro and 24.59. Really good. And talk about sprint freestyle. This young lady, absolutely wonderful. Every single time she got in, flew up and down the pool. Anna Hopkin, Olympic gold medalist, anchored that mixed relay in Tokyo to a world record, held off Caleb Dressel, the charging American, who nobody else could beat him, and well, she did. Kathleen Dawson led off the backstroke in that, the breaststroke Adam Peaty with the fly Jimmy Guyon, and then it was Anna Hopkin bringing them home. So it's gold to Eva Akaro on this 50 metres freestyle, adding to that which she won on the 100 free and the 50 fly. On the left-hand side there, the youngster is Theodora Taylor, and Darcy Revitt of Guildford, the bronze. Brilliant swimming. Well, right before the final couple of races, let's just take a break in the commentary box. Let's just go straight to Ashley in the studio.
Wow, what a fabulous racing that we're witnessing this evening. Fabulous from Eva there. I've got her name for our Wall of Champions. There we are. We've seen it multiple times this week. She's been on here a couple of times already, but I'm going to pop her right at the top there next to the 50-metre freestyle. Now, the next man I want to be speaking to you about is Will Ellard. So he's already won the 100-metre freestyle. He's already won the 100-metre butterfly, but it is the big one next. It's the 200-metre free in both the para and the open finals. Now, Will's been one to watch all week. He's been in fine form, and actually what's different about this para final is that all of them that are competing are classed as S14, and if you're new to para, S14 means intellectual impairment, so the first person to touch the wall will indeed win the race. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fast, it's going to be exhilarating. We cannot wait for the para final and the open final. Oh, and the atmosphere here is absolutely incredible. I've got the best seat in the house. We cannot wait to watch Will Ellard. Well, 200 free heats done and dusted through to the finals. Are you pleased with how you did out there today?
Yeah, I'd like to go a bit faster in the heat, but, you know, I've got the para final later. It's hard seeing like them big boys swim away when they go 146, 147. But you just have to see where you are in the race. Some of them boys drop some time because obviously it's quite hard to get in the A final with the depth now, and it's just crazy.
The depth is ridiculous, isn't it? How has your week been? I mean, you've done 4 different races, didn't do one of the finals, but it's hard to pace yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite hard, quite tired on the last day, but yeah, just try and reserve as much as possible. Yeah, for later, and yeah, I just got to go back now and recover, and then I can have a week off after this. So.
Excited?
Yeah, really excited for it, yeah.
Good luck tonight, Will.
Well, Will Ellard's excited. We're all excited for this one. Men's 200 freestyle para final, as Ashley said. Everyone in this final are in the S14 class, swimmers with an intellectual impairment, led out by William Newton from City of Coventry. He's only 18 next week. William Reid actually led them out. There's William Newton there. William Reid from City of Swansea Aquatics. Jude Gunner, who's had a very good week, the Norwich Swan swimmer. He goes in lane number 7, lifetime best in qualifying, Jude Gunner. Mark Tomset, what a morning he had. World record breaker in the 200 backstroke. He's coming back for this 200 freestyle final. Jason van der Merwe, again, another rising star. Season's best in qualifying this morning. The 3 GB internationalists in the middle, Rhys Darby. Great swim he had. Medalist in the IM, in the World and Paralympic Games, Rhys Darby. Dylan Broom, medalist in the relay team last year at the World Championships. He was in that same relay team as Will Ellard. And Will Ellard, the man who has taken the titles at the World Championships last year. 4 gold medals. He won 2 gold medals at the Paralympic Games in Paris. And he has dominated this 200 freestyle for the last 3 years internationally. He holds the world record at a very, very fast 151.08. So we'll watch out for the splits for Will Ellard. Can he challenge that fantastic world record? He did it in the 100. He went out like an absolute rocket in the 100. And he came back very, very strongly just to claim that world record mark. Can he do it in the 200? It's going to be tough. But 151.08 is the target for Will Ellard. Qualifying time for the European Championships is 157.02. Ellard should be well inside that. Rhys Darby's already got a standard in the individual medley, but Dylan Broom has yet to do that time, so it'd be wonderful if we can see Dylan get under that time in lane number 5. Men's 200 metres freestyle para-final is underway. All eyes will be on Will Ellard to see what he can do. And again, look at the start for Will Ellard. I mean, he does this. He went out really, really fast in the 100 freestyle. He went out fast in the 100 butterfly. He was looking for a record time in those. And he's done it again. Split at this point when he set the world record, 25.65. He's gone out 25.40. He's a couple of points ahead of that world record. Can we finish the event here with another world record? My goodness, the para events have been fantastic this week. We've seen records galore. Can we see another one from Will Ellard? He's already got a record in the 100 free. We saw Poppy Maskell get a record in the 100 fly. We saw Mark Tomset this morning in the 200 back. 53.29. He's under world record pace, Will Ellard. Second place is Dylan Broom. He's looking for that qualifying standard. Rhys Darby in third. The big 3 in the middle, but the big one in the centre is Will Ellard. When he set the world record, he went through this point in 122.2. What is he going to hit here? 122.4. He's just slipped off very slightly, only by 13/100ths of a second. He is really, really pushing it now, really toiling. It's been a hard week for Will Ellard, but can he come back now to get under that 151.08? He's got to do it all by himself. Will Ellard now, he is tiring, but he's pushing. Will Ellard, 151.08. It might just slip by, but it is going to be 958 points for Will Ellard. Well, what an effort for him. Dylan Broom in second. He will be delighted to get under that qualification standard, and he will be number 19 on the list. Dylan Broom raises his hand to the air. He's done it. But Will Ellard, well, he is the champion again. There's Dylan Broom. He is delighted with that one. Rhys Darby will be third. 157.76 for Rhys Darby. He already has the standard in the 200 IM. But there is Will Ellard. Not sure he's got the energy to get out of the pool. Well, he's done his races the hard way this week. He's gone out very, very fast and tried to hang on. Couldn't quite hold on to achieve his best time here. It's only a second and a half outside. But he had to do it all on his own. Absolutely no one with him. An absolute star of para swimming is Will Ellard. 4 gold medals at the World Championships last year. 2 golds at the Paralympic Games. And another title here at the British Championships. Will Ellard takes it ahead of Dylan Broom and ahead of Rhys Darby, and they are now with Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your medalists. Congratulations, Will, British champion once again. Sum up your week for us.
Yeah, it's been a really good week. Just end on there. Still top of the world going into commies, so yeah, just quite tired, and yeah, the back end, I don't know why it went out in there, but I've been going out a bit too quick at the start of the week, so tried to pace it a bit better, and yeah, it's a pretty good time.
Well, you deserve to celebrate, mate. Also give it up for Rhys and Dylan.
Well done, Will Ellard. Dylan Broom inside that European qualifying standard. Excellent for Dylan, and a great swim again from Rhys. As Will said, this is a Commonwealth Games event for the S14 class. And there is Lily Ellard, Will's sister, making these presentations. Rhys Darby taking the bronze. Surely the Commonwealth Games teams are announced, that you'll see these 3 athletes in them. The 2 Welsh swimmers on either side of the English swimmer. But Will Ellard getting that from his sister. Oh, there you go. Thanks, sis. I was a bit embarrassed by that one, didn't we? Well, there you go. Fantastic to see the family members giving these presentations again. Will's sister coming in for the photograph. That's brilliant.
Well, wonderful race that was. I hope you are sitting comfortably. We've waited all week. It's finally arrived. It is the big one. "15 Olympic medals between them, 8 of them gold. The final of the men's 200 metres freestyle. This, for me, is literally the race of the century.
I'm loving life at the minute. I'm swimming really well, but we want to win.
None of us are there to be friends in that moment.
Going head to head, and that's kind of when you need to be your best.
We were like, look, let's just go max from the start, see what can happen.
He's gone off in 7 very, very quickly. Look how far ahead Matt Richards is.
I've got absolutely nothing to lose out there. Yeah, we all want to win.
And the charge now coming, and Duncan Scott has seen him. Duncan Scott in the black hat in lane 5's definitely seen him.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good one. We'll finish out on a bang. Yeah, it's going to be pretty special.
You can't afford to risk anything. You've got to get it right on the day.
If he can bring this back, he's going to win it. At the moment, it is Matt Richards. He's already going. Who's going to get the touch here? 4 and 5. Graham Scott. 4 and 5. Graham Scott. Who's going to get the touch?
It's going to be good. It's going to be very, very good. After some extraordinarily quick swimming this morning, Ashley caught up with Duncan Scott and Matt Richards.
I'm alongside Duncan Scott and Matt Richards. You guys have achieved so much when it comes to the 200 free. Epic heat session out there. So much anticipation and expectation tonight. How excited are you?
Yeah, it's the one that throughout the whole week you get asked about. You know, you haven't even raced yet and people are asking about the 2 free. I guess this year's a bit of an odd one. You know, things aren't fully on the line. You know, a lot of us are individual nations for commies and then obviously coming together for Europeans. But, you know, like, we still all want to race, have a good time and see what we can do at this time of the year.
Matt, some seriously fast times, and it's only the heats. The depth in this field is ridiculous, isn't it? You have to go full out just on the heat session.
Yeah, 100%, I think, and that's what's pushed the event on so much, is that we've got that depth and everyone wants to be a part of this team. You know, and that's what takes it to another level. So, you know, it means honest heats. You've got to get up, you've got to rattle it, whether you like it or not. You know, so yeah, just good, honest racing this morning. Always enjoy racing Duncan. You know, and then tonight we get to come together and have another go because we'll be next to each other.
How much are you going to enjoy that, though? Right?
So, yeah.
I said, how much are you going to enjoy that?
Yeah, it's good. It's always good fun. You know, we've raced each other plenty of times here and then internationally as well. It's good. So, yeah, it's a really good group in the call room, 4x2s, things like that. So, yeah, I'm sure it'll be good fun tonight.
Yeah, best of luck. Good luck.
Lovely. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Well, the scene is set. It is going to be something very, very special. And I've got to say, this may well be the greatest lineup of British sportsmen that you will ever have seen in one race in the history of British sport. I cannot tell you how great this lineup is. 16 Olympic medals in this final, 8 Olympic gold medals in this final. And Tom Dean, recovering on the sideline from a torn shoulder, he's got another 3 medals. Olympic gold medalists are in lanes 2, 4, 5 and 6. That's Olympic gold medalists. In lane 8, it's Evan Jones. He's got a great chance of making this team in Paris. In lane 1, he's already going to Paris for the 400 medley. He's 3-time Olympic finalist in the 400 medley, 3 times 4th. Absolutely outstanding swimmer. Tyler Melbourne Smith, he has a great chance of making this team too. Swam a season's best in this morning, just 2 100ths outside of his lifetime best. He's got to do that lifetime best to qualify. Jack McMillan, the first of our Olympic gold medalists, goes in lane 2. 5th fastest seed into this final. From University of Stirling, he's been on fire this year. He could well get in the team, he should do, I'm sure. Duncan Scott, 2 times Olympic gold medalist, 8 times Olympic medalist. He's won silver in the Olympic Games in this event, the 200 metres freestyle. He goes in lane 6, 4th fastest seed. Gabe Shepherd, a 2-second lifetime best in the heats this morning for the man from the city of Leeds, the junior. Absolutely put the cat among the pigeons. Wonderful swim. Can he do it again? The Olympic silver medalist on this 200 metres freestyle. Also double Olympic champion. 2 goals he's got as well as his individual silver. Matt Richards goes in lane 5 from Manchester Performance. And the fastest seed, here he comes. It's Jimmy Guy, 3 times Olympic champion. Jimmy Guy, you never ever bet against him. The crowd's going nuts. Already qualified for Paris is Litchfield in 1, Shepherd in 3, Guy in 4, Richards in 5, Duncan Scott in 6. And I can tell you the Olympic gold medalists in this race. In 2, McMillan. In 4, it's Guy. In 5, it's Richards. In 6, it's Scott. What a final. The most anticipated race of the week. And this final could well be an Olympic final. It's that good. It's the final of the men's 200 metres freestyle at the 2026 Aquatics GB Championships. It's the final of this 6-day meet. And this stadium is absolutely packed. And if you get on this team, the top 4, you have a fantastic chance of winning European gold because the team is so good. This British team won Olympic gold in Tokyo in 2021. They came back the same team. They won Olympic gold in Paris in 2024. Who is going to get the top 4 in this final? The men's 200 metres freestyle. I believe the greatest lineup in British sporting history in any one race. 8 Olympic gold medals in this field. And a great clean start for this final. It's the men's 200 metres freestyle. A super start in lane number 5 for Matt Richards. And last year he was the bronze medalist, but he was pre-selected for this, so he didn't need to go that quickly. He went out like an absolute shot last year. Fascinating in lane 6. Duncan Scott's pushing the pace early with that red hat. But look in the centre, Jimmy Guy. My word, he's gone out fast here. He won the 400 metres freestyle, the fastest time since 2017 he won the gold. That was a brilliant swim. Then he swam a lifetime best 100. So expecting Jimmy Guy to go quickly here. I wonder if the British record is in danger here of 1:44.2. It's held by Tom Dean, who's torn his shoulder. He's coming back and he'll be good for the summer. So he's waiting on the sidelines for selection. 50.68 for Duncan Scott. I've never seen Duncan Scott be out first. This is fascinating. They will have seen him now. Matt Richards, one lane closer to us. One lane closer to us from Jimmy Guy in the centre. So at the moment it's Duncan Scott in the red hat. Next to him, one lane up is Matt Richards. One lane up from him is Jimmy Guy. And they're going to start charging at him as well. Look down the bottom here. Evan Jones also going well. Look at this with 50 to go. It's Scott from Guy, from Richards, from Macmillan. And the charge is on. And this is going to be a fantastic last 30. Look at this, the red hat of Duncan Scott. He's hanging on, but Richards is coming back. Richards won gold on the 100 and his speed is wonderful. Jimmy Guy's not out of it yet in lane 4. Oh my goodness me, this is a great swim from Richards, the Olympic silver medalist on the 200 metres freestyle. I think he's going to take it. The time, well, it's going to be very fast. 1:44.7 wins it, and Matt Richards takes the gold. The silver to Jimmy Guy in 1:45.3, and 1:45.4 is Duncan Scott. The top 4 completed by Jack Macmillan. So it's Richards from Guy, from Scott, from Macmillan, and what a relay that's going to be. Oh my goodness, it's the big guns as expected. 4 guys who won gold medals in the Paris Olympics in that men's 200 metres 4x2 free relay. And they've just done it again on the left-hand side there. Well, it's a wry smile from Duncan Scott. How do you take this guy down, Matt Richards? He won the individual silver medal in Tokyo on the 200 metres freestyle. Very nearly won the gold, but then came back and the relay won the gold on the 4x2. Oh, it just delivers every single time, doesn't it? That is Richards right in the centre. Well, he qualified in second fastest. That was Duncan Scott in lane 6. Ended up coming third, the red hat of Duncan Scott. Oh, I can't tell you just how great that race was. Unbelievable. 2 qualifiers for the European Championships. They say it doesn't matter that much this year. Oh, my goodness me, let me tell you it does. Oh, my goodness. What a race. Confirmation of the results of the final. It just is wonderful every single year. Matt Richards wins the gold, Jimmy Guy the silver. Both of them have gone under the qualifying time for Paris, and Duncan Scott the bronze. And importantly, Jack Macmillan was 4th, so he will go as well, and he's just booked his tickets to Paris in the summer. Can't wait to hear what those guys have to say to Dan Jervis. Brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be wondering why I have 4 men stood here. This is your 4x2 relay team! Matt, you are British champion. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. God, that stings. It's a painful event. But no, look, really happy with that tonight. It's always great fun getting in and racing these boys, especially on a year like this where we're all trying to qualify for home nations and Europeans. And, you know, it's just great to get in, have an honest scrap at this time of the year, you know, and show where we're all at. So, yeah, really, really pleased.
Well, that was phenomenal. You have got the individual qualification time. Also, Jimmy Guy individual qualification time. Cheers. Jimmy, that was fantastic. How did you pace that race?
Yeah, I felt like, you know, obviously on the 200 freestyle, I want to make sure that you have a good finish. So I knew these boys would finish really strong, but, you know, it's hard to kind of stay in your own lane. But, yeah, I thought like I did a good plan tonight. I'd like to go on a bit faster, but it just kind of shows where you are, and, yeah, looking forward to the summer.
It was amazing, James. Also, Duncan, congratulations. Third in that 200 freestyle on the relay. What do you think? You've done it so many times. You must be so excited for this summer.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, a bit of an odd one this year, obviously, slightly less on the line than other times. But, Yeah, as those boys say in April, to have a scrap and go head-to-head and, you know, try and put our bodies on the line for this time of year and see what we can get out of it is good. And, you know, the four of us are all different home nations, so at Commies that's going to be a fun one, yeah.
It'll be a close one. And Jack, how good is this relay?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that, you know, when it counts on the day that, you know, the guys here and myself can deliver and, you know, put together a really great race for everyone. And yeah, as you said, everyone will be representing different countries at the Commonwealth Games, so that 200-metre freestyle final will be pretty exciting.
Well, congratulations. James Guy, Matt Richards, Duncan Scott, Jack McMillan for the final time this week. Give it up for your medalists!
Well, they're going to do it all again at the Commonwealth Games. There's certainly going to be a fantastic race at the European Championships. But that final, it was Wales from England, from Scotland, from Northern Ireland. They're going to be in that final again. I'm absolutely sure of it in Glasgow. And that's going to be yet another absolute cracker. Oh, I just love watching that men's 200 metres freestyle. And, well, the medal is going to be presented here by Esme, who's one of the spectator competition winners. And what an honour that is. The bronze medal going to Scotland's Duncan Scott, the greatest Scottish Olympian in history. The most medalled Scottish Olympian. Amazing. 8 Olympic medals. The silver going to Jimmy Guy of England. He'll be in the Commonwealth Games representing England. And his teammate at his training centre in Manchester, Matt Richards, will be there representing Wales. Well, what a relay. Those 3 guys have been on that men's 4x200 metres freestyle relay for each of the last 2 Olympic Games and golds in both. What a relay. And Esme coming in to have her photo taken as well. That's great. I think those are Karen Pickering's daughters there. How fun is that? Oh, it's great. Absolutely wonderful. There he is. Yeah, it's stunning stuff. Well, so many people here watching this competition. One of them actually is Rebecca Morgan, Ollie Morgan's sister, and he says, I forgot to say happy birthday to her. So there we go, Rebecca, happy birthday. Well, what a fantastic final race, and from the commentary box it's great to have a breather, but we go straight back to the studio and we've got Ashley with Dan Jervis.
Thanks so much, Andy. Duncan, just next to our studio, has just thrown his medal up to one of the fans. It's absolutely wonderful. Matt Richards on the screen there. What a race, what a week. I actually can't sum it up. I do have Matt's name here in my hand, though, and I'm going to put it, the final piece of the puzzle. Congratulations, then, Matt, 200-metre freestyle, the big one. We've got our relay team. Dan Jervis, double Olympian, joins me. Fantastic job tonight, Dan. What a race to finish on.
Oh, honestly, I feel like I raced every single stroke with them, Ashley.
Absolutely fantastic. What a way to finish an incredible week at this Aquatics GB Championships.
I don't think I've heard it quite that loud all week, and we have had some epic fans in. They've been so crazy, but tonight I could not hear anything except for, well, I couldn't really hear anything. I couldn't even hear my own thoughts. It was so good.
Yes, those swimmers there, because it was so, everyone back home, it was actually so loud in here.
They would have actually heard the crowd.
So what is your highlight of the week, Dan? We've been sat on this sofa for the last 6 days together. We've witnessed some fantastic battles, haven't we? So what is your highlight?
My highlight? Oh, I can't not say that. That was phenomenal. But also, I have to say, Amelie Bloxage, her swims this week have just been fantastic. I cannot wait to see where she is going to go.
Now, I am a newbie to swimming, at least definitely sat in this chair, and I don't know what my highlight is either. I feel like it's so nice to see some of the younger swimmers. Philip Nowacki, for example. I mean, he is so impressive. Just 18 years old. He got the gold yesterday, was it? They're all rolling into one. And the fact he's working with Adam Peaty, I absolutely love that story. It was amazing to see, like, there's so many names up here, but it was amazing to see Adam Peaty in action. I felt like you could hear a pin drop when he actually went on the blocks. It was such an amazing atmosphere, wasn't it?
I mean, Adam's name is so big in swimming. I think the anticipation, you know, he had a year off. He enjoyed his year, he got married and he enjoyed his life, and then stepping back into the sport, which to do that and then to go straight to the top of the podium, I mean, we already knew he's untouchable as an athlete, but that just it blows him out of the water.
I know, and our para-athletes as well, they've been so impressive. Will Ellard tonight, he took part in that S14, the intellectual impairment classification race. It's slightly different tonight, wasn't it? Because actually, when it comes to para, quite often we see different classifications come up against each other, so it's not necessarily who touches the wall first, because they have to do loads of calculations behind the scenes. But tonight it was that, and it was quite nice. Quite nice and easy for me to work out when Will hit it. He was the winner, and he seemed delighted, didn't he?
He was delighted. You know, we already, of course, we saw him break that world record earlier this week. But, you know, what a week he has had. Like, I mean, you can't get better than a world record. Like, it's amazing.
I know we've seen so many world records, personal bests, British records, and loads of our athletes, lots of them on this board, heading to the European Championships this summer. That's going to be huge, isn't it?
I mean, the European Championships is just one of the biggest competitions in the world. Obviously, they've got so many things coming up. European Championships, European Juniors, Commonwealth Games. The list goes on. They're going to be busy.
They are going to be busy, and we are back. I think it's the 6th to the 11th of April next year. OK, so write that down, book some tickets, make the effort to come and cheer these athletes on and watch them in person. I'm always watching it on the TV and at the Olympics and what have you, but actually being here poolside, it takes it to a whole nother level. And you've been living and breathing this sport for your whole life, Dan, haven't you?
Oh, this is my life. This is all I know.
I love it.
I love it.
It's so good. Well, we've got a fantastic summer of events coming up, haven't we? We've got those Europeans that we touched on. We've also got the Commonwealth Games, and that's been a huge topic of conversation this week, hasn't it? They've all been looking forward to that, and the home nations having their own qualification policy. But there we go. They are the big summer events. Take a picture of it, write it down, get it in your diary, because you're not going to want to miss these. The juniors, like we say, they've been so impressive this week. The European juniors, that starts at the beginning of July. Then it's the commies, the Europeans following that, and then we've got the para meets. They are going to be massive this year. The Dutch national and the para Europeans. Oh, wow, what a year we've got to look forward to. Dan, I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end either.
But you know what a high to end things on. It's been a brilliant week. We've loved having your company. Massive thanks to everyone who's made the effort to come here to the London Aquatics Centre. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And huge congratulations to all our swimmers, especially the ones going home with medals. Wow, I can't wait for what 2026 has to bring. Big thanks then to all the team on screen, but also behind the scenes. We'll see you back here in April. Okay, book those tickets. Good evening.